Good evening, Redskin fans, and welcome to this 9th game of the Redskin Junior High season. This Redskin team looking to go undefeated on the year. Tonight from Schoonover Stadium, I'm joined by Jarrett Thompson as well as Mark Holt up top on the camera. Looks like the Redskins, Jarrett, have brought out their entire 9th grade class to serve as, I guess, honorary captains, you'd say.
Right. Yes, sir.
And who's going to be going out for the coin toss for us tonight?
Going out for the coin toss, we have number 50, Jaden Wilkerson. Number 5, Jackson McDonald. Looks like number 77, Landon Morgan.
And maybe number 45, Braden Broadway.
Correct.
I think that's who I saw kind of.
I believe you are correct.
So we earlier tonight we got to watch this Redskins 7th grade team cap off their perfect undefeated season. And again, junior Redskins coming to this game 8-0 and wanting to run their record to 9-0. My guess is, excuse me, folks. My guess is they've already captured the junior high conference championship, but again, don't know all the junior high records. Those things are kind of hard to come by. But they got a lot to play for tonight to cap this undefeated season.
You know, Dad, as me and you talked about earlier today, 8 years ago when I was a junior skin, I won my first conference championship.
That's right.
Against Highland at Highland.
That's right. I do remember that. Yeah, there's we're going to go over that a little bit later on tonight about some of these junior Redskin teams of the past. The older you get, the more teams that you can remember, and it's always fun to play the game of, could this year's junior high team beat, could they have beat Connor Baker's junior high squad, that kind of stuff. So
right.
we're gonna do a little bit dive into that later on tonight. Looks like the coin's been flipped, and we're going to decide which way we're going to stand. Blytheville looks like they won the toss, but deferred to the second half. Did I get that right?
Correct, yes, sir.
So real quick, Redskins going to start on offense here. Let's take a quick look at the Redskins' offensive starting lineup. I don't have any. Talked to Coach Casey a little bit today. Don't have any changes, so it looks like we're going to have the same starters we've had for the past few games. Of course, Mr. Starr and Grooms at the wideout slots, along with number 6, Gavin Wright. In the backfield, we're going to have Mr. Jackson McDonald alongside Mr. Brooks. And across the front line, we're going to have Leighton Robinson, Leo Clark, Kellen Lotharp, Memphis Basil, and Hunter Green at center is what I've got on my play sheet. And here come the Redskins onto the field. Clock's set at 8 minutes. Officials have gathered at midfield. Blytheville about to take the field to kick off. We're going to get this thing started.
Ladies and gentlemen, throughout the game tonight, this being their last of the season, let's
Make sure I got my
appreciate
score ticker pulled up there. Jared, I expect if this game goes the way the other 8 have gone, we're going to be moving pretty quick tonight, I would think.
I would think so as well, yes, sir.
The Redskins come into this game averaging 30 points a game. Defense only giving up 9. Was talking with Coach Casey. The first string offense for this junior Redskin team has not punted all year long. The defense has gone 5 games without giving up a touchdown.
I believe the
first string
Nettleton game was the first game we let up a touchdown.
Yeah, I think that's about right. So getting ready to tee it up. Going to be driven down the field going to be picked up at the 23, finding some running room. And we're going to move it ahead to about the 43-yard line. Who was that on the?
That was Hendricks Holt. Phenomenal return by Mr. Holt.
Yeah, sets the Redskins up in good field position. You know, we saw a lot of Hendricks Holt in the second half last week, running the ball really well. Don't know if he'll come in to spell McDonald tonight or not. Same lineup, Brooks and McDonald in the backfield. Starr, Grooms to this side, right to the far side. We're going to hand off to McDonald. He's going to find some good running room. He's going to try to go diagonal. He may go. He may go. He's got a good line on him. That's going to be a pickup, Jared, of around 33 yards.
Yes, sir.
So, again, this quick strike Redskin offense knocking on the door after one play. Got it inside the 20 at the 18, 7:03 left to go in the first quarter. Brooks is going to take it on his own. He's going to find some running room on the right side. They're going to give him a pick up a 2 on that one. Brooks on the year, Jarrett, 73 rushes, 569 yards with 9 touchdowns. That's not too shabby of a season for a 8-game season so far.
Not at all. And he hasn't had too bad of a year passing either.
Yeah. Grooms and Starr double stack on this side. Hand off to McDonald. He's going to plow ahead. Be close to a first down. They're going to call him a little bit short. Give us 3rd and 1. About the 11-yard line?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
3rd down and 1.
I'm sorry, the 9-yard line. Yeah, moved inside the 10. Same setup. McDonald on Brooks' hip. Give it to McDonald again. He's going to be gobbled up on that one. Give him, they're going to say just no gain, so that's going to bring up a 4th and 1. We haven't
moved him back a yard.
Yeah, so 4th and 2. We haven't faced many fourth downs this year either.
No, sir.
Brooks is going to take it himself. He's got running room. He's going to punch it in. Touchdown, Redskins. 5:37 left to go in the first quarter. Just nothing fancy there, Jarrett. Just lower your head and go.
Phenomenal job by Brooks. You know, that's one thing that we've seen from him all season long is he can make your flashy moves. He can juke, he can jive, but he's not afraid to lower that shoulder and keep plowing either.
Yeah, he can just run over you as well. That's exactly right. Redskins go for 2. I don't think we've tried to kick an extra point all year either.
I believe you were correct.
Hand off to McDonald. He's going to be caught in the backfield, slung down. That's going to give the Redskins 6-0 lead. 5:33 left to go in the first quarter. Back in 30 seconds.
Pizza Place in Pocahontas delivers your favorite foods. Order online, through the Domino's app, or call 870-637-0866 now.
Located at 3487 Highway 67 North in Walnut Ridge, Kavanaugh GM Supercenter is proud to be your GMC, Buick, and Chevrolet dealership of choice. They not only offer sales, but also assure brilliant after-sales services for your vehicle.
Folks, back to action here. Redskins lead 6-0. 5:33 left to go in the first quarter. Jarrett, they scored at a little bit slower pace than normal on that drive.
Right. You know, as much as we don't like to admit it, the weather does have some effect to the game. Slows you down a little bit, especially when we're just getting into the jive of things. Yeah. I'm excited to see how our defense reacts to this high-powered Blytheville offense.
We're about to find out. We're going to drive the ball. He's going to pick it up to the 25-yard line on the run. Going to find some running room. Skin's going to be corralling down around the 40. We do not have a roster for the Blytheville Junior High, so we're just going to call them number 15 and number 40 and so on.
Change to the lineup tonight, Dad. Hendricks Holt is starting over Peyton Radcliffe at the linebacker position.
All right, so that's I think that just looking over the field, that may be the only change to the defense we've got.
I believe you were
Still
correct.
see the regular suspects back there in the defensive backfield and along the front. Mr. Basil's looks like he's got about 4 or 5 inches on the guys lined up across from him. We'll see how that goes. Handoff, you're going to try to dance. Skins funneling back to the middle. He's going to give him a gain of 4. Who's getting off the bottom of the pile?
Hendricks, Holt, Memphis, Basil.
So Hendricks getting back in the starting lineup and making his presence known right off the bat.
Also a phenomenal job by Basil there. He was actually getting double teamed, and he still fought the running back to the inside.
So Blytheville's watched a little bit of film on Basil, and it's been a great contest within the game this year between Holt and Radcliffe at linebacker. You really can't go wrong with either one of them, and Holt gets the start tonight. Blytheville looking at 2nd and 5. They're going to give another handoff up the middle. He's going to dance and dance. He's a pretty good dancer, but he's not hitting the hole real hard, Jared. They're going to give him a gain of 1, bring up a long 3rd and 4. Looked like Clark on the tackle that time.
Jansen had a hold of his ankle and just wouldn't let go, and Clark and Holt did a phenomenal job of coming and cleaning up.
Blytheville, like I said, long 3rd and 4. Going to hand it off up the middle again. He's going to be dropped. Holt in on that tackle.
Clark as well again.
13, Cooper Clark, and number 0, Hendricks Holt.
That's going to be a loss of 3 on the play. He's going to bring up 4th and 8. Looks like Blytheville's going to send in their punt team.
4th down and 9.
Basil comes off with a little limp there.
Okay. And that's one of the keys to the game we're going to talk about as well. We want everybody to stay healthy tonight.
Yes, sir.
So Ryder Starr is going to put his foot on the 32-yard line and get ready to receive this punt from Blytheville. And we got a whistle.
False start on the punt team.
All right, so that's going to back them up a little bit. Going to give the Redskins hopefully a little bit better starting field position. Has Starr scored on a punt return this year?
No, sir, he has not. He has not made a very far punt return.
So Starr's going to be replaced by Brooks back on the return. He's going to get off a quick kick. And that's going to roll into the Skins territory. Redskins going to take this one over. Didn't even make it past Blytheville territory. So Redskins going to take over the Blytheville 46-yard line. That's a good way to start right there.
Phenomenal start.
Yeah, positive territory.
He just had a low snap, and then he had a hurt the Redskins right in front of his face when he's ready to kick.
He did indeed.
I was just surprised he got it off.
2 to the near side, 1 to the far side, right out there on the island by himself. Brooks is going to look downfield. He's got a man streaking, going to tuck it and run and make something out of nothing there. Pick up a game of 5. He was looking for Brooks on a go route. Brooks was pretty well covered. Going to bring up 2nd and 6. Skins moving quickly. We're going to have a reverse to Starr. Starr's going to have running room. I got a good beat on him. He's cutting back the middle of the field. He stays on his feet, keeps going. That's going to be a 41-yard touchdown on the reverse for Ryder Starr. I just caught the end of it on the replay. He didn't do a great job there. That play took a while. It took him a while to get there.
It did.
He found the end zone.
We talked a little bit before we came on live if we were going to see a little bit of trickery from the Skins tonight, and there it was.
And we saw the throwback pass last week. Now, got intercepted, but the intention was there. So Redskins lead 12-0, 2:27 left to go in the first quarter. Looking to put 2 more on the board. Brooks going to find it take it himself. He's got some running room. He's going to get it in there. That's going to be another 2-point conversion for Ace Brooks. Makes it 14-0 Redskins. I'll keep it right here, Jarrett. I want to go over our keys to the game tonight. So the first thing I had, keep your eyes on the prize, right?
Right.
I mean, would an 8-1 season be terrible?
Not at all.
Not at all, but 9-0 is a little bit better.
9-0 makes it a little bit sweeter.
So keep your eyes on the prize. Nothing out of the ordinary, but I'd love to see the starters on the bench at halftime.
I agree.
Yeah, just put them away early. Take care of your business. And my third key, stay healthy, because
Number 4, number 25.
this is going to be one of the things we're going to talk about tomorrow night. But after this game, the entire 9th grade class is moving up to senior high. And I'm quite certain that there's going to be more than a couple of them see some playing time tomorrow night.
I would not disagree with you, and I think they've earned it for sure.
So McDonald's got it teed up. He's going to kick it a little bit short. Going to be fielded at the Blytheville 47-yard line. So were you surprised to see McDonald not put his foot in that one?
Honestly, a little bit, but due to the first drive that we just saw and seeing that our defense can stall them out, I don't know if it's a bad call.
Yeah.
Try to get us a little bit of better field position. I mean, they had a good return on the first kick, so it's a smart call by Coach Casey.
Yeah, I think you're right there. 2:25 left to go in the first quarter. Blytheville takes over 1st and 10. I'm going to give them at the 46-yard line of the Chickasaws. Quarterback keeper, he's gobbled up. Cooper Clark called his name a lot on these first 2 series.
Yes, sir.
Doing a good job from that outside backer slot.
Number 66.
That was actually a phenomenal job by Clark. He was the read man for that pull, but he did a phenomenal job keeping his eyes at home, staying at home, and then he broke down and made the big tackle.
So that's going to be no gain. Going to bring up 2nd and 10. Clock ticks down, 1:51 left to go in the first quarter. Blytheville's got 4 men out in the pattern. They're going to give a little jet sweep pass. He's going to find a little bit of running room. He's going to be brought down for a 2-yard gain, maybe. Looked like he might have had some running room, but that Skins outside backers closed quickly.
They did indeed, and it was actually Starr that made the tackle from that safety position. This entire defense does a phenomenal job of hustling to the ball, everyone corralling. Looks like we're actually going to have a substitution.
Yep.
Payne Radcliffe just came into the game, give Holt a little bit of a breather.
So that's going to bring up 3rd and a long 8 from Blytheville 47. Fake the jet sweep. Quarterback keeper, he's thrown down after a 3-yard gain.
Right. Phenomenal job by Kipton Jansen. That last play, he got a little too far upfield, but he did a good job staying home, and he was able to get his arms wrapped around him.
So it's going to bring up 4th and 5 at the 50. Blytheville opts to go for it instead of bringing the punt team in. Didn't go so well last series. He's going to look downfield, hangs it up in the air, but it's going to be corralled. McDonald on the coverage there, but that's going to give Blytheville their first down of the evening, give them a little bit of life. They're going to 51 seconds to go here in the first quarter. It's going to give them a first down at the Redskin 31-yard line. And again, we talk about this Redskin defense. The first team only been scored on a couple of times.
Right.
That ball hung up in the air. I don't know if McDonald was having a hard time tracking it down, but Blytheville wide receiver was able to corral it. Give a handoff up the middle. He's going to get a running room. He's going to put the ball on the ground. It's going to be picked up by Ace Brooks. He's going to take that home. Go, baby, go, baby, go, baby. Only one man giving chase. That's going to be Ace Brooks' second defensive touchdown of the year. He had a interception return for a touchdown last week.
Correct.
And now he's going to pick up a fumble for a return.
Great job by Radcliffe chasing him down, punching it out from behind. Just fell right into Brooks' arms for the score.
So 20-0. 12.5 to go in the first quarter. Brooks he was looking, I think he was looking at Jansen on that one.
He was
maybe?
trying to throw the hitch pass to Starr standing
Starr.
in the back corner.
Okay, that was Grooms that was out there as well. So 12.5 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Redskins 20. Blytheville 0. Let me do some quick math here, Jarrett. So Brooks has 9 rushing touchdowns.
Correct.
15 passing touchdowns.
Okay.
So that's 24 with my Pocahontas math. And then his 2 defensive touchdowns gives him 26 touchdowns on the year total.
Out of 9 ball games.
Out of 9 ball games.
Well,
so far.
8 1/4.
Yeah, there you go. 8 1/4. So just coming to play on both sides of the ball. Let's see. McDonald's going to tee it up again. He's taking a little bit of a 5-step drop on the kick. Maybe going to boot this one. Didn't get all of it. It's going to hit the ground at the 20. Going to be corralled around the 21. And going to be drugged down.
Great job by Dean Overman.
First time I remember calling Overman's name tonight, but he's had a great season as well.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Dad, but aren't we now plus 16 on our turnover margin?
That is correct. Plus 16 on turnover margin. I don't care what level you're playing at. That's a great effort from both the offense and the defense.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Offense holds on to the ball for the most part, and the defense just does nothing but force turnovers. So Blytheville takes over. 8 seconds left to go in the first quarter at their own 20-yard line. Redskin defense feeling feisty right now. They're going to fake the jet sweep. He's going to be dry. Oh, no, got loose. Cooper Clark with another tackle.
Number 13 for Pocahontas, Cooper Clark.
They're going to give him no yards on the play.
Jansen thought he was going to drop him for deep, but he just wasn't able to keep hold of him.
Kind of wiggled loose a little bit. While we've got change of quarters here, finally pull up the Redskin defensive starters. And I know I'm going to have a number wrong on here. Across the front, we got Jansen, we've got Whitaker, we've got Mr. Basil. At the linebacker spots, yeah, I got the wrong one on here. We got Clark at linebacker. We've got Radcliffe and or Holt along with Overman. And is Nate Privet out there on defense tonight?
No, sir, he is not.
Okay, so who's got the other linebacker slot? My lineup's all screwed up.
Actually,
we'll have to get back with you on that
we
one.
will.
But then in the defensive backfield, 2, 3, 4, and 5, Starr, Grooms, McDonald, and Brooks. And here start the second quarter. Redskins lead 20-0. Blytheville facing 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Giving the wide receivers about a 5-yard cushion. Going to have a reverse. Jansen's got him. We can get him down. He's going to drop him at the 2-yard line. That's going to be about a 12-yard loss. Kipton Jansen coming in eating tonight.
He was not letting go of him. He was doing everything he could to get him down.
He was not. I thought for a minute he was going to sling him into the back, into the
I thought we were about to have our first safety of the year.
Yeah, I hadn't had a safety yet, so that's going to bring up, around 3rd and 21 maybe. Yeah, 3rd and 21. Not really a play in the playbook for that one. Going to look across the field. He's going to hang that one up again. Oh, thank you, buddy. And I forgot to take my – Jarrett was saying, hey, buddy, you screwed up. You left your graphic on the screen, and what we missed was a Jackson McDonald interception. So sorry about that, folks.
We have Hendricks Holt checking into the game for the offense.
So Redskins with 2 turnovers received tonight moves them to a plus 17 turnover margin, and we're knocking at the door real quick. 1st and goal on the Blytheville 2. Brooks going to hand it off to Holt. Holt's going to punch it in.
Yes, sir.
Good job. Again, nothing fancy. Just lower your head.
Actually, that was the 2-point conversion.
Oh, they did
McDonald scored.
Okay, see, I had my head down. Well, I'm glad you caught that. Oh, folks, you think it'd be, game 9, you'd think we'd be doing better tonight, but we're going to get there. So we're going to give the Redskins a touchdown for McDonald did score. And then we got the 2-point conversion by Holt. So we got that straight finally. It's going to be 28-0 lead, 7:09 left to go in the second quarter. That's what happens when Aaron and Brock leave us unattended, Jarrett. We've got too many moving parts.
Too many moving parts, not enough hands or eyes.
That's right.
I would not be surprised if we see a lot more of Hendricks Holt in the backfield for the offense in the second quarter.
Yeah, because again, we want to get out of we want to win the game, number 1, but we want to get out of this game healthy because we're going to have some contributors from this 9th grade team that are going to give us some depth tomorrow night. McDonald kind of shanks that one off his foot. That one's going to go out of bounds. Yeah, so I don't want to spoil too much, Jarrett, but we've had I know we're going to have one lineup change tomorrow night for the senior Redskins. Unfortunately, Evan Thompson's going to be out for the rest of the season. Injury suffered last week. He'd been playing hurt all year and banged up a knee. So he's going to be out tomorrow night. Talked to his dad earlier this week. The way they're scheduling his surgeries, they fully expect him to be back and ready when Redskin seniors start spring ball. But he's going to be out tomorrow night for sure. Blytheville got a first 10 at the 41-yard line. Good look downfield. Is going to be overthrown. 7:03 left to go in the second quarter. Redskins lead 28-0. That's going to bring up a second 10 for for Blytheville. But, so Evan Thompson out. The word I'm getting is that 9th grader Leighton Robinson is going to get the start tomorrow night on the offensive line in place of Thompson. We've talked about Robinson this year. He's just done a whale of a job. Blytheville's going to look downfield again. He's going to be picked off again.
Number 25 pass.
Who was that over there?
McDonald
Jim?
again.
So McDonald's second interception of the game. Blytheville's 3rd turnover total. And the Redskins going to take over at their own 42-yard line. 6:24 left to go in the second quarter. So anyway, back to Robinson. Just, we only talk about the offensive linemen when they mess something up.
Right.
But Robinson's just done a whale of a job, and he's a sizable young man. I think he's going to fill in on that offensive line for senior high pretty capable.
I agree.
Brooks going to find some running room around the near side. He's going to step out of bounds at the Blytheville 47-yard line after picking up a first down. Brooks just glides.
He does. He does. It just seems natural to him. He's not having put too much effort into it at all.
Uh-oh. A little bit of bobble on the handoff. Donald didn't let him slow him down. He went diagonal. He's going to try to find the sideline. He may be stopped. Well, let's
The
see.
7-yard line.
At the 7-yard line, that's going to be about a 39-yard pickup. So Redskins trying to get us to that magical running clock. Punch it in right here. It's going to be first and goal from the 9. Going to send a man in motion. They're going to call us for something.
I would like to say it's going to be a false start against the defense.
Okay. Looked like
It is.
Offsides on your defense.
Looked like they were trying to set up a jet sweep with Grooms on that one. Grooms on the years.
Ball to the 4-yard line.
I kept on saying this. All Grooms does is catch touchdowns. He's got 7 catches for 160 yards on the season. 5 of those went for touchdowns.
That young man has some wheels on him.
Same play. Little pop pass.
He is in.
He's in. He's going to cut it up the middle, and he's going to score. Nice little weaving run by Grooms, cutting up field. McDonald with the block that sprung him.
You know, that is the first jet pass we've seen to Grooms all season. It has been going to Star.
Well, we're going to count that as a pass, right?
That's a rush.
We're going to count that as a run? Okay. I mean, you're running the score on the scoreboard, or the score keeping. Brooks trying to weasel his way in. He's going to get another 2-point conversion. And that's that 36 points we were looking for. 36-0. Redskins lead, 5:35 left to go in the second quarter.
You know, something we forgot to point out that last drive, Nate Privet was in at receiver for us, replacing Gavin Wright.
Okay, all right. And we saw a little bit of that in the second half last week when the reserves went in. So Skins just kind of mixing and matching right now. You know, when you only got one ball and you got a lot of talented guys that can score when they get it in their hands.
It's hard to choose who to give it to sometimes.
It really is.
You know, I'd almost say I'd be comfortable handing it to one of our offensive linemen and thinking they'd at least get 5 yards.
Can you imagine giving Basil the ball?
No.
I think that'd be interesting.
I think we would get a flag for excessive celebration afterwards.
Possible. It's very possible. So McDonald gets his foot in that one. It's going to be fielded at the 13-yard line. Going to get it up to the 32. So about a 20-yard return there.
Gavin Wright on the tackle.
Good job by Wright.
I thought we were about to see a flag. Dean Overman got lit up with a backside block.
So no flag on the play. Blytheville's going to take it over 1st and 10 from their own 30. Call it the 33-yard line. 5:26 left to go in the half.
The penalty will be assessed against Blytheville.
Now, they did get a penalty for something there.
Has to be that backside block.
Yeah. So that's going to negate the decent field position. That's going to move them back to their own 15-yard line.
Back them up 15 yards.
Yeah.
Cash Johnson checking into the game for Ace Brooks.
So again, we're, getting these starters out of the game, keep them healthy for tomorrow night. I expect to see another change we're going to see tomorrow night. We've been playing the X-Man on defense past couple 3 games, and Ryder Star's going to be taking that spot tomorrow night. Blytheville's got a little bit of running room. It bounces off a couple of tackles. Finally going to be drugged down after about a 19-yard gain.
Seacrest and Cash Johnson on the tackle there.
So substituting freely on defense right now with this 36-point lead.
Here's a combination we've yet to see in the linebacker position. Hendricks Holt and Payne Radcliffe in.
Okay. Again, we got a penalty added on.
Horse collar.
Okay, so that's That's going to tack them 15 on 1st and 10 from their own 48. 5:08 left to go in the half. Hitch pass out. Going to be snagged. He's going to get about 5 yards on the play, move into Redskin territory. McDonald on the tackle. So now we're sending Starr and Brooks back in.
Don't want to mess up that running clock in the
Yeah,
second half.
that's exactly right. 4:56 left to go in the half. It's going to be second and 6. Redskins 49. Blytheville with a full house backfield. Ball got bobbled. It's going to be picked up. Who's got that?
Kipton Jansen.
Jansen. Holy moly. Touchdown Redskins. Blytheville, Jansen just scoop and score there. Nobody was going to catch him. Going to tack another 6 on for the Redskins. That's their
third turnover of the night. Yes, sir. No,
fourth turnover.
Fourth.
Third defensive touchdown.
Correct. Yes, sir.
Of the night. Hard to keep track of. There's been so many.
Grooms is checking out from receiver. Holt's coming into the game. Privet is in as well.
So they like that short yardage package with Holt.
Starr is coming out as well.
So Holt's at quarterback. Handoff up the middle. It's going to be dropped.
2-point conversion is no good.
2-point conversion, no good. That sets the score 42-0. 4:46 left to go in the first half.
Privet was in and running back.
Okay. This may be the first game where we haven't seen a Ryder Starr offensive.
I think you were correct. I don't think we're going to see the Starr touchdown tonight, sadly.
Yeah. Starr on the year. Look at his numbers. 26 catches, 514 yards, 10 touchdowns, 19.8 yards per catch. That's pretty salty as well. And we've got to get McDonald in there to kick it. Throw him the tee.
You know, even if we don't call Starr's name for a touchdown tonight, I think we will be for the next 3 years when he's playing high school
I'd say
ball.
that's a safe bet. I would say that's a safe bet. Blytheville switching out return men. They moved their return guy to the second line, thinking we might kick it short, and we kicked it right to him. He's got a little bit of running room. We'll give him about 12 on the return. They're going to be in Redskin territory again. First and 10 at the Redskin 49. 4:39 left to go in the half.
Jack McGinnis has checked into the game. Seacrest, Cass Johnson are still in.
Do we have a D-Train sighting yet?
I am not sure.
Asher Ball coming in on the defensive line late. Just about in time to get in there and make a tackle. Radcliffe got to him first, and Asher Ball finished him off. Chickasaw's pick up 5, going to give him second and 6 from the Redskin 45.
I do believe D-Train is the other corner on the far
here
side.
Here we go, D-Train. Host of Redskins in on the tackle. Looks like they're going to give him a loss of 2 on the carry. That's going to bring up, we got a man down, Jarrett, who...
I cannot see who.
All right. Everybody takes a knee while this young man's getting checked on. Again, we don't have a number. Tell you what, folks, we're going to take a quick time out while they tend to this young man. Be right back.
Dining establishment that specializes in serving high-quality steaks, mouth-watering catfish, and daily plate lunch specials. As one satisfied customer said, "It's the kind of place where you can enjoy good country fare, solid and filling, like the kind your grandmother served you on Sunday after church."
The Randolph County Chamber of Commerce is a voluntary organization composed of business and professional men and women and other citizens who believe that through united action the progress of its community can be materially enhanced and that living conditions can be continuously improved.
Again.
All right, folks, walking this young man off the field, that was Jaden Wilkerson that was down on the field. He's being assisted off by the coaches. Blytheville looking at 3rd and a long 8, 3:11 left to go in the half. Pop pass, reverse. Whitaker had him hemmed up. He maybe pick up a yard on the play after he got rid of Whitaker. Radcliffe comes in to finish him off. That's going to bring up 4th and 8 from the Redskin 47. I see trainers working on Whitaker. Blytheville's going to look downfield. He's got a couple of steps. He's going to corral up. Let it slip through his hands. Turnover on downs, Jarrett.
Turnover on downs. Always a great thing to see, especially when we have these reserves in. See him make a big stop.
And looks like the reserves are going to filter in on offense as well. May have a timeout. No.
Young man's name we haven't called much this season. Number 10, Jonathan Crosby, is checking into the game for us.
Yep. Austin James out there on the offensive line.
Chevy Wheeler's checked in as well on the O-line.
Another one of our all-name team for the junior high squad. Holt's going to be wrapped up for a 1-yard gain. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 9 from the Redskin 48. 1:09 left to go in the half. We'll keep an eye on the sideline here, Jarrett. See about this young man. See if he's still being worked on there. The Redskins lead at 42-0. Clock ticks down under 45 seconds. Handoff up the middle.
Privet on the carry.
Privet lost it. Looks like he recovered his own fumble, and they're going to give him about 3 yards. Yeah, Privet picked up his own fumble there. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 5. Redskins are going to have to hustle if they want to get this one off. They may just let the clock tick down. 19 seconds, 18 seconds. Yeah, I think we're just going to take this one into halftime, looks like. Of all the dominant performances from the Redskin defense, this may be the most dominant. I mean, they put 3 touchdowns of their own on the board.
I would agree with you 100%. And here's a wild fact for you. This is the first half we have seen from this junior high squad without a Brooks passing touchdown.
Okay, there's a stat to remember.
0 passes in the first half, actually.
First time that's happened all year.
Yes,
as well.
sir.
All
yes,
right.
sir.
Folks, we're going to take about a 2-minute timeout, and we'll be back with your halftime wrap-up.
On Barnes' experienced staff for project advice, free services, and quality products to make their projects a success for over 140 years. From your vision to your happy space, build it better with Barnes. Shop in-store or online at barnes.com.
At GTS Physical Therapy in Pocahontas, we're redefining what hometown care looks like. Our team uses the latest techniques and cutting-edge technology to help you heal faster and move better. With innovative treatments like hot laser therapy, the Newbie system, and dry needling, we can target pain, restore strength, and get you back to doing what you love. Conveniently located at 2520 Thomasville in Pocahontas, GTS Physical Therapy is proud to be a part of this community. GTS Physical Therapy, strengthening our hometown.
All right, folks, back from commercial break. We a little bit unexpected, Jared, but we are going to have a performance by the senior high marching Redskins. So we're going to turn our mics off, turn the field mics on, and let you guys listen to this performance, and then we'll be back with the stat breakdown.
Drum major Emma Dawkins, is your band ready? You may take the field in performance. up on November 3rd will compete at the state marching contest. We would like to thank Double D Electric, Janet Caldwell, Clip Joint, Archer Realty, Visualize, TJ Tex-Mex, County Glass, Inland Lumber, Anna Cable, and Lacey Shore for donating to our newly formed Pocahontas Band Boosters. We would also like to extend a special thank you to Chad Overman for his contribution as well as donating our water. If you're interested in supporting this cause, please consult the band directors about any further information.
All right, another great performance there by the Marching Redskins. I think I heard the man say they're going to be performing November 18th in the state finals marching contest, so obviously wish them the best of luck. Jarrett, give us a scoring rundown for that first half.
So, first half, lots to talk about. To start us out, 5:37 left in the first. Brooks has that rushing touchdown to bring us to 6-0. 2:27 left in the first. Starr has a rushing touchdown followed up by the Brooks 2-point to bring us to 14-0. Then to end the first half, 12 seconds left, or the first quarter, excuse me, folks. Brooks has that fumble return TD to bring us to 20-0. 7:09 left in the second. McDonald's has that pick six, followed up by the Holt 2-point to bring us to 28-0. 5:35 in the second. Grooms has that rushing touchdown, followed up by Brooks' 2-point conversion. And then 4:46 left in the second, our last score for the first half. Jensen has that huge fumble return touchdown to bring us to 42-0.
That, you know, as explosive as the Redskin offense has been this season, the defense matched them in that first half. Yes. So my guess is that McDonald was the leading rusher. Does that sound about right?
He was. He has 5 carries for 76 yards tonight. No touchdown offensively. He did get the one defensively, though. A little bit as we talked about there at the end of the second quarter. We have not had any passes tonight. We only have 162 yards rushing, which saying only is still crazy to think about. But for this offense, that is kind of slow.
It is. But the defense was carrying the weight. They didn't have to, and 162 yards and a half is still halfway to 300, which is usually a pretty good day on the ground. So, wow, just I say it every week. We run out of superlatives to give this team. Just so many weapons, so many ways to find the end zone. Brings me to a topic I wanted to discuss, guys. So we talked about you always want to compare teams, right?
Right.
How dominant this team has been. You think about how do they stack up against the Redskin junior high teams of the past. So did a little bit of research today, and by research I mean I called a bunch of other old men to say, hey, give me some thoughts on best Redskin junior high team. And so we went back in the archives. We went back, and here's what I came up with. Put this on the screen here, Jarrett. So 2021 Junior Redskins, led by quarterback DJ Coffey, went 9-0.
Okay.
Connor Baker, 2019 junior high, 8-1. 17-18, Dawson Chester at quarterback. Those two, his 2 years on junior high, 18-0. 2013 team led by quarterback Reese Coates, 9-0, and then I go back all the way to 2001. B.J. Fort was a big component on that team. Shifty, fast wide receiver. They went 9-0. The next one I had on my list, Casey Chester, 9th grade team, 8-1. 3 years before that, his brother Chad's junior high team was undefeated. We'll go back to my day now, Jared. The 1986 junior high team. I was a senior that year, led by running back Marcus McCarroll, 9-0. Go back to 1981. Redskin great Benny Johnson, great running back, led his junior high team to a 6-2 record. They had one loss in conference. I believe that was against, I think Greene County Tech was the conference loss, and they lost to Mountain Home Junior High, that team as well. And then go all the way back to 1974, 9th grade team led by quarterback Tim Allison, 7-0-1. They had ties back then, Jarrett.
Okay.
And when I was going back through these records, I also looked at not only how these guys did as 9th graders, but how that class did the next 3 years, okay? So you go back to the 2001 team, again, led by wide receiver B.J. Fort, 9-0 in ninth grade. They went 30-5 the next 3 years.
Okay.
Not too bad.
Not too shabby at all.
The 13 team, that was Reese Coates, that was Barkley Sorg. They were 28-6.
Wow.
Their 3 years. Of course, Reese was not here for the senior campaign, but awesome record there. And then Chad Chester's team, again, ninth grader in 87, 88, 89, and 90, 26-7. Not too shabby either.
Too shabby.
So, and guys, a lot of this was going from memory. So you folks that are listening, if I messed up anywhere, please feel free to text me or leave a message on our Facebook page, because I'm sure I've missed somebody. Old man memory is fleeting. But it was a fun trip down memory lane this afternoon. I called some of my former classmates. I called some guys that were around me in classes. I called Doug Tielemeier. He's a fount of Redskin knowledge, and it was just fun going back in time to think about those things. But
another thing that I would like to add, the difference that could be between this junior high team and those of the past. In the past, we didn't really have guys moving away and going to different schools. That is something that we might have to worry about with this junior high squad.
We saw that with last year's senior high team. Levi Martin goes to play baseball at Valley View. The Baltz kid, Luke Baltz, that was going to be probably the quarterback last year, goes to play basketball at JHS. So we did lose some kids off of these last few teams. That's a great point.
I would like to say, though, if this specific 9th grade and 8th grade squad stick together, I think they will have great high school years. The chemistry is here. If they can just stay together, get a little bit bigger, grow that brotherhood even more, I think they'll be okay.
I think you're right. So Redskins kick off here to start the second half. Blytheville takes it 25-yard line, another good return. He's going to be forced out of bounds at the 40, give him 15 on the return.
I think that was Robbie Womack, number 20, on the tackle.
So let's see who we have going in. I see number 77, Landon Morgan's in the game. Number 54, Rashawn Gaines in the game. Who else is on the front line there?
Let's see here.
Isaiah Seacrest in the game. I'm guessing that's D-Train on the far side.
D-Train on the far side. Cash Johnson back at safety along with Jack McGinnis. I think we have Steven Junkersfield at the outside linebacker position, furthest from us.
Going to find some running room close to a first down. He's going to fall forward. See if they give him 10 yards. Cash Johnson in on that tackle.
Along with number 44, Peyton Amos.
Okay. So, yeah, they're going to move the chains. Blytheville at the Redskin 50. 42-0 your score. 6:40 left in the third quarter, and it's going to go quick because we're going to have that sweet running clock.
Number 20, Robbie Womack, is also at outside linebacker.
All right. So, again, these 8th graders have had some great experience this year. A lot of times they're playing against the other team's first string. Low snap, we're going to throw it out, and it's going to be a dropped pass.
Pass intended for number 6. Pass ball is incomplete. Bring up second down at 10.
Holt was hoping he'd pick that up and take off running with it.
Another defensive score would be sweet.
It would be very nice.
And I like the look of a lot of these 8th graders, Jared.
I do too. We have good size, have good speed, and they play with heart and hustle.
They do. There's no quit when the second string comes in or third string comes in. Look like Womack's getting held over there a little bit, but they're going to give him about a 6-yard gain on the play.
Holt comes up with the tackle there, and, if I had to use one word to describe our reserve players, resilient.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I think you nailed it. That's going to bring up, I guess, call it 3rd and 4. 5:14 left to go in the quarter.
I think this is also Blytheville's second string offense.
Yeah, I think you're right. That's a new quarterback. I know, number 29 in there. He's got a little bit of wheels. He's going to find some running room. See if Holt can push him out. He gets him before he scores a touchdown. They're going to call him. He must have stepped out of bounds. They're going to call him out around the 10-yard line, looks like. More players going in for the Redskins.
Braden Broadway checking in.
Mason Yarbo. Blytheville knocking at the door on the Redskin 10. 4:23 left to go in the 3rd quarter. And you're right, we do have some new players in there for Blytheville. But little pop pass again. He's got nowhere to go.
Number 18, Pierce Tillemeyer, checking into the game.
And his Uncle Brock told me that Pierce has got a new nickname we didn't know about. Pierce the Rocket Tillemeyer. I love it. I really do. So we're going to call him Rocket from now on. Grady Coffey into the game.
Holt checking out.
So the Rocket's going to be out here at the outside defensive back position. He's going to creep in, look, see if he can find the ball. Going to go the other direction. Be cut down.
D-Train.
D-Train had a hustle play last week. They busted a run there in the second half, and D-Train came all the way from the other side of the field and knocked that guy, saved a touchdown. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and goal for Blytheville at the Redskin 4. Stood up. Pushed back.
They gave it to him.
Gave him forward progress. So Blytheville gets on the board.
Neil August and number 38, Jack Dewar, checking in.
All right. So Blytheville spoils the shutout. But again, this Redskin second team, they haven't given up a lot of points either. I mean, I said at the start of the ball game, on the year, Redskin defense averaging 9 points scored on them. And most of those have been in the second half.
Yes.
And he's going to punch it in for 2. That's going to bring our score to 42-8. 2:12 left to go in the 3rd quarter. By the time we turn around, this thing's going to be over.
Let's give a hand for Mr. Nicole Barr.
Looking on the Redskins sideline, looks like Jaden Wilkerson's went to the locker room. We'll try to get an update on him for tomorrow night.
Darcy Hall.
Also looking at the Redskins sideline, looks like we have Reagan Womack down there.
Okay.
He had a sighting down there on Friday, and now he's down on
That was a
Thursday.
late note I got. I didn't include him on my graphic of the Redskin junior high teams, but let's see if I can find that. Somebody sent me that a minute ago. Yeah, Womack, the 2020 ninth grade team, Reagan Womack led them to a 9-0 record. So great to keep on seeing these Womack kids filter through the program. They all bring something to the table for sure. So Blytheville's got it teed up. Going to kick it to the front line. Good play by that young man gobbling that up. That was number 23 on the recovery, Neil August.
Number 23, Neil August.
Let's see who we roll out there at quarterback this time.
Still going to be Hendricks. They're going to do a quarter change here.
Okay, yeah, it's going to click. Going to click down. Again, we're moving fast. The Redskins are going to sit on this one and let the fourth quarter start as we switch ends. And we're going to bring you another word from our sponsors.
Is located at 2654 Thomasville in Pocahontas. For the skilled, caring, and professional family dentist you deserve, please stop by to see Dr. Josh Toney and his wonderful staff.
Whether you are looking for supplies for your latest home project or need a few things for around the farm, you'll find it at Buckeye. With a complete line of farm products, work clothing, and the ultimate lawn and garden center, Buckeye is truly a one-stop shopping adventure. An old-style general store with all the products you could ever imagine, friendly smile included.
Bring you the fourth quarter of action. Redskins lead 42-8. Blytheville just got on the board a minute ago. Redskin offense takes the field with Mr. Holt back at quarterback. He's going to be flanked by Mr. Privet, Nate Privet. One to the far side, two to the near side. Holt's going to plunge ahead. We'll give him 6. He led the Junior Redskins in rushing last week.
Did. I believe he finished with 4 carries for 57 yards.
So that's, again, Pocahontas math, that's about 12 yards a carry. That's not too bad. So Redskins looking at 2nd and 5 on Blytheville 49. Clock ticks down, 7:27 left to go in the game. Holt's handing off to Privet. Privet's going to be wrestled down after picking up a couple of yards. Going to bring up a 3rd and a long 2.
Backed him up a yard. Oh. Went back.
So we haven't seen a punt in this game. We haven't seen a pass in this game from the Redskins.
So we've seen a punt. It just wasn't executed well by Bob.
By Blytheville, that's correct. Holt's got some good blocking on the outside. He's going to pick up a 1st down and more. He's going to be slung out of bounds at the 20. We're going to give him 23 on that one, Jarrett. Holt churning out yards here as the clock ticks down on this undefeated season for these Junior Redskins.
The 20-yard line.
Holt did a great job of ducking under some hands when he was getting there to the outside, and he was able to find some running room.
Privet with a great block on that play, as well as this receiver to the near side, trying to find his number.
Number 6, Gavin Wright.
Yeah, Gavin Wright did a great job blocking on that last play to help spring Holt as well. Again, Holt's going to follow Privet. He's got Wright blocking on the outside.
Privet was following Holt.
Tackle made by number 3 for Blytheville.
You know, that's only like the 2nd or 3rd mistake I've made tonight. I feel pretty good about things.
We've had a good night, I think.
Yeah. Going to bring up 2nd and 2. 5:34 left to go in the game. Holt and Privet. Jonathan Crosby to the far side. Handoff in the middle. He dumped over. Privet's going to pick up a 1st down with 4 yards on the carry. It's going to move the Redskins inside the Chickasaw 10 to the 9. Going to pick up 1st and goal at the 9. 5:02 left to go in the game. Redskins not in a hurry. You know, Jared, that's something we saw in that first half of the Redskins offense. When they want to go fast, they go real fast.
They go fast.
Holt's going to take it on his own around the near side, fighting off blockers. He's going to be stopped at the 1.
Number 0, Hendricks Holt on the carry. Runs out of bounds on the 1-yard line. There is a flag on the play after the end of the play.
So flag at the end of the play. Let's see who they call this one on. It's on the Chickasaws.
half the distance to the goal.
What was the call? Did you
I
see
think it was unnecessary roughness.
Yeah, maybe. So that's going to give the Redskins a new first down at the 1 yard line. And we're going to take a timeout. With Blytheville takes a timeout. See if I can get my score ticker pulled up here, Jared. So, Redskins lead 42-8. 4 minutes left to go in the game. And again, this perfect season, that's going to give these kids something to remember. Rest of their lives. You don't go undefeated very often on any level, do you?
I remember all of mine.
Yeah, there you go.
So, and once again, give credit where credit is due. This second string offensive line is doing a great job. They stepped right in where the first string was and haven't missed a beat.
Yeah, just pushing them around right now. We talked about the low numbers on this Blytheville team, about 22 kids, I think is what we counted. Redskins have more cheerleaders than Blytheville has football players. And we're going to see the same thing tomorrow night. I think
yes.
The Blytheville senior high team's got about 25, 26 kids. Moving this whole junior high team up, we're going to have about 65 on the Redskins sideline tomorrow night.
We're going to need 3 buses tomorrow
night. We're going to need some more buses, that's right. So, new formation. Who we got?
That Overman behind?
Overman in on offense.
And takes the handoff.
I don't know that we've seen him get a carry this year.
Until now.
Number 45 break Broadway on the carry.
No, it was Broadway. It wasn't 15, it was 45. Okay. Yeah, so Broadway's had 2 touchdowns, in the past 2 games. So he's looking to make it 3 in a row.
Third down and goal.
It'll be third down and goal. Clock ticks down to 3:28 left to go.
Hold wants this touchdown.
100%. Stack diamond backfield. Give it to Broadway. Give him the touchdown. Give him the touchdown. There we go.
Number 45, bring Broadway on the carry from 1 yard out.
So Broadway with his 3rd score of the year.
In the past 3 games.
48-8. Clock ticks down to 2:50 left to go in the game. Redskins looking for 2 to make it a smooth 50 points on the scoreboard.
Will that be the most points we've put up all season?
All season. Yes, sure is. So when you peak in the 9th game, not going to make it to 50 unless we get the ball back and score again.
Handoff to Jack McGinnis, and he was met in the backfield. A little bit of a bobbled snap, I believe.
2:15 left in the ball game. Your score, 48.
This is one of those years we wish they had junior high playoffs, because I would love to see how this Redskin junior high team does against some other high-powered junior high teams across the state.
I agree.
So clock ticks down, 1:54 to go.
To point out some high-powered junior high teams across the state, though. Valley View traveled to Batesville tonight, both undefeated, playing for that conference title.
Okay. So Valley View has put together quite the program. They got a big game tomorrow night, going to decide the winner of the 5A East when they travel to Nettleton.
Yes.
Good to hear that Batesville's at least got a good junior high squad.
Got some up and coming.
Yeah, Batesville's, all their players are at Southside right now. So McDonald's going to kick it to the 20. Blytheville return man waiting on his blocks. He got leveled.
I thought we were going to see a Pierce Tillemeyer tackle.
Man.
But he was just able to shake free at the last second.
Pierce is all these junior Redskins. I mean, we talked about the improvement we've seen throughout the year on the senior high team, and we've seen the same thing on the junior high team. You've seen some kids come on throughout the year, and just love to see this development by this Redskin coaching staff. Fake the jet sweep up the middle. He may get loose. We got one man trying to find him. And Blytheville's going to put another 6 on the board, and that's going to bring the score to 54-14. And they're going to stop the clock with 12 seconds left to let Blytheville attempt the 2-point conversion. I'm assuming they're going to try a 2-point conversion.
I would like to see an extra point kick this game. Just say we've seen it.
Just to say we've seen it happen. Redskins Senior High the same way. They haven't kicked the extra point all year long. Haven't attempted a field goal since the Salem game to open the season last season. It's hard to believe we only got 2 games left in the regular season for the senior high team.
It's flown by way too fast.
It really has. Always. They got a big
They gave it to a big boy.
Big man touchdown.
Well, 2 points.
2 points, sorry.
It's still points, though.
Yeah.
It counts.
So brings the score 54-16. That's going to be the last play of the game. We're going to hear from our sponsors again. We're going to come back with a wrap-up.
Ball game, but also the end of the season.
All right, folks, back here for our post-game wrap-up. Second half moved pretty quick, Jared.
It did.
Reserves in the game. I know that Holt did pretty good there in the second half, though.
He did. 3 carries for 42 yards to end the night, and Holt is actually our leading tackler for the night with 6.
Okay. So gets the start at linebacker tonight, and turns out a good effort. This Redskin junior high team moves to 9-0, conference champs, undefeated 7th grade team as well, 7th grade conference champs. The future is bright. Again, we're going to see some of these young men playing tomorrow night. I had to get a hold of Casey for a new roster because I knew we were going to have some new numbers to call out tomorrow night. Redskins got a big game tomorrow night, Jared.
They do. Before we touch on that, I just want to add number 50, Jaden Wilkerson, is back out with the team, getting over to the track to celebrate with his team.
Okay.
So that is good to see.
And he's not limping as bad as he was when he left the field. So, I think Wilkerson was somebody we might possibly see tomorrow night as well. I know Basil's going to get some run. I think Kipton Jansen's going to get in the ball game tomorrow night. We added a ton of depth is what's going to happen. Again, Starr's going to get the start for X-Man, keep the X-Man fresh. He doesn't have to play Ironman football. I expect we're going to get a steady dose of
I agree.
Yeah, I think tomorrow night one of the storylines we're going to look at, Jared, is X-Man versus Mr. Courtney Rogers.
Right.
Big Blytheville running back. He's got a motor. He gets the outside. He's a problem.
Yes, sir.
Don't have a name, but I did watch some tape. Tomorrow night on defense for the Chickasaws, we're going to be talking about number 5. Big, lanky defensive end. He can get off the ball or get off the block and make tackles. Skins are going to have to deal with him. But, again, we're going to see some of these junior high Redskins on the field tomorrow night. Redskins senior high 4-3 on the year. 2-2 in conference. Tomorrow night's going to be huge for playoff seeding.
Yes.
Again, Redskins can win out. They're most likely looking at a 3 seed, which is really important because that gives us a home playoff game in the first round. Finished 4th in conference. We probably got a trip to Arkadelphia in the first round. Finished 5th. We would have to travel to Nashville more than likely.
Okay.
And that's what Nashville is hoping for because they're wanting some revenge after we went down there and took care of business.
Most definitely.
Last year.
Most definitely.
Closing thoughts, sir?
I mean, what else can you say? You got to watch the last game of this dynamic junior high team.
Yep.
High-power offense, high-power defense. Tonight we've seen the most turnovers in a game than we have all season created by our defense.
Yeah.
These young men just did an amazing job all season long. I'm glad that they're getting to sit down there and celebrate to this undefeated season. And I know they're going to go home with their heads held high tonight and feel great about themselves at school tomorrow.
I promise you, and well-deserved. And, again, like we talked about, these guys stay together for the next 3 years, continue to develop. We talk about the fact that a lot of Redskin teams in the past, we've had some really good skill players and not so big on the lines, or we've had great lines and not as many skill players. This team, this ninth grade team, has got all the ingredients to be a special class, and we're going to consider it a privilege to be able to watch them in the next 3 years. But you talk about the Redskins senior high. I mean, we got some great senior leaders on this team.
Do.
Carter Couch, great senior leader. Say my name, Austin George. Go on and on. But we're going to miss them. But we got a fantastic junior high class. We're going to add this bunch of ninth graders next year. Along with the sophomores we got coming up. We've seen some sophomores on the senior high team make some plays here.
We have.
So, anyway, future's bright. Future is bright. Throw it back to the 80s, Jarrett. The future's so bright you got to wear shades. So, folks, we're going to close it down for tonight. For Mark Holt, for Jarrett Thompson, this is Mike Thompson signing off. We will see you tomorrow night at Blytheville.